Hello. Hi. Good afternoon, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Hi, beautiful family. Hello, beautiful family. Here we go. Hello, India, California, Scotland, Holland, Belgium. Oh my God. Hi, everybody. Oh my God. It's so good to see you. I so look forward to Saturdays. I love Saturdays. I love Saturdays so much because I know I'm going to connect with you all. So I start to feel super, super connected and just, I love our Saturday meditations. Hello, Denmark, England, Italy. Hi, Italy. Hi, Finland. Oh my goodness. Hungary. How is everybody doing today? How are you doing? So we're back at it again. I'm just giving a few more seconds for people to pop in, and you guys are coming from all over the place. Spain, oh my goodness. I love to watch you all interact in the comments before I come on. I'm usually sitting here but like 5 minutes before the live starts. So and I see the comments scrolling through and I can see where you guys are all coming in from. Lithuania. I just saw Lithuania. And it's really from all over the place. The Philippines, Malaysia. Oh my goodness. I love to see you all literally from every corner of the world. How amazing is that? So we are back today. And, oh my goodness, I've been the energy, I don't know if you all have noticed, but the energy is becoming very, very intense. The energy is very unstable right now. And I've been receiving a lot of messages about the energy. So I'm going to get into that a little bit with you guys before we start the meditation. I want to go a little bit into, I'm going to give some, touch up on do some housekeeping, a little bit of housekeeping, according to emails and comments that I've been getting after our meditations. Some of the housekeeping, if you've been following me and if you've been joining these lives, you know exactly what some of the things I'm going to say, but there are a couple of things that are new. I've been receiving some comments and some emails about, so I want to go into that. And then I'm going to go into a little bit of the energy, the unstable energy that we're feeling right now. Someone said, love your glasses. Yeah, I didn't feel like putting my contacts on. I wear contacts usually. So then I'm going to get into a little bit of the energy and why it's unstable right now. And I'm going to give you a couple of tips before we actually go into the meditation. I'm going to give you a couple of tips on how to remain centered. The meditation is going to help with that. The activation today is called the sovereignty activation. And we're literally going to, we're going to be coming in to our sovereignty, to our power. We're going to be working very much on getting ourselves into our power because that's essential right now, absolutely essential, okay? So, but I wanted to do some housekeeping before. So the first thing I wanted to say about housekeeping, I'm going to hammer this and I'm going to keep hammering this. I'm probably going to be doing these lives with you every week until the end of May. And then, I'm going to be going off. I'm going to be traveling. Hopefully I'm going to be traveling. We'll see. But so we're going to keep doing these lives until the end of May. And then, then we'll see where we go from there. So housekeeping. Point 1, you must drink water. You already knew I was going to say that, right? You must drink water when you finish these activations. You must, please drink water. Lots of water, okay? Lots of water. So that's the first thing I wanted to say. The second thing I wanted to say is you got to give yourself a lot of time to integrate the energy and the physical symptoms. If you feel any kind of physical symptoms, that's fine. If you don't feel physical symptoms, that's fine too. Because I've been getting some messages from people. They're going on my Instagram feed and on Facebook, whatever, and they're seeing all the comments from people saying, "Oh my God, what a powerful meditation! What an amazing activation! I saw this, that, and the other, and I felt this, that, and the other." And so the person will send me an email or a comment, and they'll say, "I didn't feel anything at all except peace." I felt deep peace, but that was it. Am I doing something wrong? You are not doing anything wrong. We all feel the activations in different ways. You're not doing anything wrong, okay? So whether you feel the activations intensely or you don't feel the activations at all, that's fine. Please continue doing them though, because even if you're not feeling them on a physical level, you are still receiving the energy, okay? So that's that out of the way. Please don't become self-critical. Don't think that you're being a failure or you're doing something wrong simply by not feeling powerful physical symptoms like some people that are leaving comments on my Instagram. Yes, you may feel it powerfully. Sometimes people feel certain activations more powerfully than others. So I've had people email me and comment and they say, I felt this activation really powerfully, but then this week's activation, I didn't feel it as much. Is it just not working? So that's not the case. All of these activations are working on different levels depending on what you need at the moment, okay? So you don't have to feel the same thing every single meditation. In fact, you won't feel the same thing because you may need some energy more than others, okay? And so you just keep working with the energy, you keep sitting with the energy, you keep being with the energy, and that's okay. No criticism, no self-criticism, nothing like that. You're doing everything just right. If you're showing up here every week and you're doing these meditations with us, it's because you're doing it right, all right? So that's out of the way. Another comment that I got that I wanted to bring up. So also on symptoms wise, I got a few comments and a few messages from people saying that they want to do the work, they want to do these meditations, but sometimes they sit in the meditation and when I start to do the activation, they start to feel weird things and they're like, I turned it off, I can't do it. I'm afraid of opening up to the spirit world because I've been taught that if I open up, I can welcome evil demons or God knows what to take over my energy field. So I am here to tell you all that does not happen, all right? So we've been bombarded with horror movies, we've been bombarded with so many ridiculous things about the spirit world, and it really is hampering us, all right? So if you go into these activations and you start feeling the spirit world through these activations, please don't turn them off. Don't turn me off. Don't turn me off. Don't stop the meditation. Don't be afraid. You are not welcoming negative energy during these activations because we are opening up to the highest possible energy. And one of the things that I'm going to help you guys do right now is I'm going to help you in this activation. I'm going to help you come into your sovereignty. When you come into your sovereignty, you realize that your free will cannot be violated. And that if you ask for a specific energy to connect with you, that energy will connect with you, but you're not going to be bombarded with energy you don't want to, right? So your sovereignty cannot be violated, even by denser, lower energies, all right? That's a whole other conversation, but a lot of people think that evil spirits or negative energy can just come right into your energy field and do as they please. That is not true at all. Again, we are sovereign beings and always will be and always have been, okay? And we're going to get more into that. I'm going to help you activate that more fully in you. So please don't be afraid of these activations. And if you are a little scared, sometimes I'll have people saying, oh my God, when you started the activation, I started to feel the energy and I'm like, my skin was all over the place and I felt all these things and I was freaking out a little bit, but I just breathed and I went right into it. I've received messages like that too. So people feel a little afraid sometimes when they start to feel the symptoms, but they go right into it nonetheless. You go right through your fear. Okay. So I'm proud of you guys for doing that. All right. There's nothing to be afraid of in these activations. Again, we are working with the highest possible energy in the universe. All right. So that's a little bit of the housekeeping. Now I want to go into the instability of the energy before we get into the meditation, right? Because that's one of the reasons why I received guidance that we needed to do this meditation now. The energy is becoming increasingly unstable on the planet, and it's because there's just a lot boiling up in the collective. There's anger, there's frustration. People are getting really frustrated if they're still in quarantines. They're getting really angry. A lot of people are going through economic crisis. So the longer they stay at home, the more they can't pay their bills. So that's boiling up. Scarcity mindset, not having money, all of these things start boiling up and they start creating a lot of fear-based thought forms. And that destabilizes the energy, all right? So I don't know if you guys have been noticing this, but for example, I am not going on social media unless it's to communicate to you guys about something, about a live, or just to send love. That's the only time I will go on social media. I will not go on social media, and I most certainly will not at this stage, and I recommend this for you all. Please do not spend significant amounts of time on social media interacting with any negative posts, going down the rabbit hole of conspiracy theories, going down all of these things, because when you start to go down that rabbit hole, you're never going to get out of it. Okay. And I'm saying this precisely because the energy is very unstable. And that means that if you allow your attention to go down the rabbit hole of fear-based thought forms and fear-based energy, your vibration will descend and you won't be helping anyone, yourself or anyone. Okay. So this is a couple of rules for you. Stay off of social media as much as possible. Turn off your TV, leave the news alone. You know, just maintain yourself informed on what you need to do day to day. You know, like, do I need to wear a mask outside? Can I go here or can I go there? Yeah. You know, maintain yourself informed on the rules that you're going through in your city and in your country and whatever, but maintain yourself informed of what you need to know, and then disconnect from the fear-based collective consciousness that's out there a lot. It's in news, it's in media, it's in social media, it's everywhere right now, because you must remain in your power. You must, because that's how we're going to ground the energy. That's how we're going to stabilize it. Okay. So that's a tip. Remove yourself from social media. If you're on social media and you see one of your friends on Facebook post something ridiculous that you don't agree with about the coronavirus or about God knows what, and you just feel like telling them, like, you know, I'm gonna give this person a piece of my mind right now. Don't do it, because you've just been sucked in to that energy. That energy is very attractive right now. A lot of us are doing this. A lot of us are in this unstable mind energy. And so we're getting sucked into Facebook discussions, to God knows what. Don't do it. Okay, don't do it. If you feel or you see a post on your social media that you don't agree with, you just take a nice deep breath and you let it go and you say, I will not engage. I will not engage. Okay. Now, here's another rule that I like using, and this is going to help you decide what is good for you and what's not. Okay. So if I'm on social media and I see something, and that whatever I see, whatever post I see, if it starts to cause my energy to contract, okay, this is the rule. If you feel your energy contracting, meaning your heart closing, if I feel my energy contracting, oh, I just read that post and my energy is starting to contract and I'm getting pissed off and all of this, that is an energy for you not to touch. You pull away from it. You take a nice deep breath and you open your heart. You go into the heart. You go into unity consciousness. I've been talking about this a lot. In the heart activation, we use the mantra, open heart, okay? So you don't want to get stuck in the mind. You don't want to get stuck arguing with people on social media. You don't want to get stuck arguing with your family. You don't want to get stuck up here while the energy is so unstable. It's very mental energy right now. You want to do what we are here to do on planet Earth, which is come into the heart, unity consciousness. And we're going to be working with two extremely ascended masters today. As I was sitting here preparing for the live, I wrote them down here in my notes. I'm not going to tell you who it is until we get to the meditation, because I don't want you guys to start making movies in your mind about these ascended masters. But we're going to work with two of them specifically that's going to bring us into unity consciousness, help us come into unity consciousness. Okay. So that's kind of what I have been doing. And this is, this has been an exercise in mindfulness for myself also, because the energy is so unstable and light workers are so sensitive to tapping into the collective. If the collective is freaked out, feeling angry, protests everywhere, all these kinds of things are happening, then me as a light worker, I'm very sensitive to that energy. So that means that the more the energy is unstable, the more I have to stabilize, okay? Because I as a light worker, you as a light worker, you are here to anchor light codes on the planet. And you cannot do that if you're letting yourself go into God knows whatever discussions down the rabbit hole of fear-based thought forms, war-based thought forms, all these kinds of things. Okay. So that's my rule. If something feels constricting to you, do not engage. If something feels expansive to you, so you read something on social media and you're like, oh my God, that's amazing. I did that actually just today. A friend of mine posted on Facebook, she's Canadian, and she posted, so maybe my Canadian friends here are going to know what I'm talking about. She posted a post about a couple, and it was just so expansive. That energy was so expansive. It was about a couple that had met at a cancer center. They both had cancer. They met there. They fell in love, and they both cured their cancer. So they went into remission, and then they came out and the quarantine hit. So they were both at home together. And then the fiance, the woman, got cancer again. And the prognosis is really, really bad. And so what he did was he proposed to her and they're getting married, I think tomorrow. Someone said here, I'm Canadian. Okay. They're getting married tomorrow. And what one of the Canadian broadcasters, one of the Canadian TV channels actually is coming to their driveway to film their wedding by themselves, but they're going to film their wedding and they're going to open the signal to a channel in Canada. So you can basically tap into your Canadian, I don't remember what station it is, but you can turn on your TV and you can see this beautiful couple get married because one of the TV stations is just going to open the signal out. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that so beautiful? So that was just so expansive for me to read that. That's unity consciousness. That is love, you see? So if you're reading that stuff on social media, sure, do it, read it, engage, share it. But then if you go on social media and you're reading something about, oh my God, this coronavirus was all made up and we're just, we're all going to lose our jobs and this is the apocalypse, and that's constricting. Don't let yourself go down that road, beautiful soul. Okay. Don't let yourself go down that road. Unplug from that. Okay. So, all right. Those are my instructions. Those are my instructions. And now let's start getting ready. Let's start getting ready for our meditation. If you can, somebody said here today that they had back pain and they weren't going to be able to sit in meditation. That's okay. You can lay down as long as make sure to bend your knees. So if you do have to lay down during this meditation, bend your knees so at least your spine is straight. But the preferred position, if possible, is to sit with your spine straight, maybe sit on a pillow on the floor. And you're going to sit in lotus position, crossed leg, if you can. That's the ideal position. If you cannot, sit in a chair. If you don't want to sit, lie down, okay, with your knees bent. That's perfectly fine if you have to lie down. All right, everybody, let's start toning it down here in the comments. Let's start getting into a meditation position. Remember, unity consciousness, that's what we are here for. We are not here to perpetuate separation consciousness no more. We're in the age of Pisces. All right, excellent. Start focusing on your breathing. Let's start to close our eyes. And we're going to focus on our breathing. Good. Excellent. And we're going to focus on our breathing now by shifting. If you haven't shifted yet, you're going to shift now into mouth breathing. So you're going to open your mouth and we're going to do a couple of diaphragmatic belly breathing. So that means that when you inhale, your stomach is going to expand outward. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And release. Excellent. One more time, mouth breathing. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Excellent. And now you're going to command your energy field to open up. There are currently 1,800 people on the call, so you are going to imagine 1,800 dots of light spread all over the world. And you're going to command your energy field to connect to all of them now. Say yes, beloveds. Yes, I connect. Excellent. I felt that. Excellent. Connect, connect, connect. I'm going to call on our teams in the highest light. I call on my team, and I call on the spirit teams of everyone on this meditation right now. I call on our spirit teams to come together, and they will connect to each other in the spirit world, where they form a net, a connected net of energy around the entire planet. Connect now. Excellent. And now you're going to focus your attention at the top of your head, the 7th chakra, the 1,000-petal lotus. You're going to command that chakra to open as much as it wants. Let it open now. As soon as that 7th chakra reaches its full openness, the energy of the unmanifest, of God, of Source, whatever you want to call it or not call it, is going to start pouring down into that 7th chakra and into your body. It's an extremely high, pure white light. It's streaming into your 7th chakra now, into your head, down your neck, into your shoulders, then chest, down your arms, and into your hands. From the chest, down into your stomach, stomach to pelvis and womb, then into thighs, knees, calves, and feet. And then the energy of the unmanifest is going to shoot out the bottom of your feet, through the floor you're sitting on, into the crust of the earth, and it will just keep shooting down deeper into the earth, layer upon layer upon layer, until it reaches the core of the planet, made out of magma and iron, When the beam of the unmanifest reaches the core of the planet, you're going to hear it click into place. And now I'm going to call on 2 anchors. We are going to be anchored from above and from below. I'm going to call on the Earth Keepers, Mother Gaia, the plant and animal kingdom, the elementals that help keep the energy of the planet clean. I call on them to come forth. And this energy is going to start coming up through the layers of the planet into your feet, up your legs, knees, thighs, into the hips and into the pelvis. It's going to hit the first chakra, and then it's going to keep coming up to the second chakra, and it's going to keep coming up to the third chakra, and then it is going to reach the fourth chakra, your heart. When it gets to the heart, you will feel or hear it click into place. You are now anchored to Mother Earth. I call on the anchor from above, coming from the central sun, in through the top of your head, into your head, down your neck. It's going to pass the 7th chakra, the 6th chakra in your forehead, the 5th chakra in your neck. It's going to keep going down until it hits the 4th chakra, your heart in the middle of your chest. When the energy from above reaches there, you will feel it click into place. It is at the heart that the anchor from above clicks with the anchor from below. You are now securely connected from above and below. And now we're going to do very strong intention work that you're going to have to give a strong verbal or mental command for this work. We are going to start calling to ourselves every single fragment of our soul that has been fragmented from us since the birth of our soul, since our first separation from God or the unmanifest. We have split many, many times because we have been across reality, across the universe, in different realities and in different lifetimes, many, many times over. So we have fragmented on a soul level. If you can, beloveds, verbally say out loud, I command my soul fragments to come back now. If you can't say it out loud, you can say it in your mind. Repeat it again. I command my soul fragments to come back to me now. These soul fragments are going to be coming from all directions, all around you, from different realities, from different lifetimes, from different experiences. But they're going to start doing one thing. The fragments will all start to condense in a ball in front of your chest. Let all of those soul fragments, if you can visualize them, if you can see them, that's fine. If you can't, that's okay too. Just know that they are all starting to condense in a ball of energy right in front of your chest, right in front of your heart chakra. Thousands and thousands of years worth of fragments that have split off from your soul are being called back home. More and more fragments are condensing in front of your chest. And this ball of light can be as small as an orange, or it can be as big as a basketball, or it can be even bigger. It doesn't matter. You're going to let the ball of energy grow as big as it wants to, according to as many fragments that are coming back to you. Take a nice deep breath as these fragments are condensing in front of your heart. Take a nice deep breath. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. These fragments are coming from different lifetimes. They are coming from times where you experienced pain. All of these splits are now coming home. As these fragments are condensing in front of your chest, that ball of energy should be getting bigger and bigger and bigger as more fragments come home. And now for the next part of this procedure, as your fragments of your soul are condensing in front of your chest, they should be about a foot, maybe more, away from your chest, floating in front of you. I'm going to call on 2 masters that have come to work with us today. The first one I'm going to call is Archangel Metatron. Archangel Metatron, the Archangel of Sacred Geometry, one of the main forces that have come to help the planet ascend into unity consciousness. Archangel Metatron. You can feel his presence in any possible way. Just be open, say yes to Metatron, yes to helping us. The next energy I'm calling on is the bearer of Christ consciousness, also very active ascended master right now, helping us move into unity consciousness. The bearer of Christ consciousness, Yeshua ben Joseph. Open up to this energy. I call on Yeshua ben Joseph. As these 2 powerful ascended masters come to help us, they're going to help us purify these soul fragments before they are returned to us into our heart. So I call on Yeshua, I call on Metatron to please sweep through the energy balls that are in front of your chest. They're going to sweep through all of the soul fragments that have come home to you. They are now sweeping their energy through so that we purify these fragments before we integrate them into our energy system. Allow these masters to purify these fragments for you, beloveds. Just say yes. And now we're going to bring these fragments home to us. And that means that you are going to command your heart center to open as wide as it possibly can. Open your hearts now. Say yes, beloveds. Open heart. This beautiful heart, the portal of unity consciousness, the healer of all. As soon as your heart chakra opens as wide as it wants to, that ball of fragments that have come home to you, that ball is going to start coming closer and closer to you until it enters your open chest and it goes right into your heart, beloveds. When it hits your heart, you will feel an explosion of energy in your entire system, almost like a battery that's just been charged up. All of these fragments are returning home, which means that you have now been upgraded to higher energy, more integrated energy than you have ever had before. Accept these fragments, let them come home to your heart. As all of the fragments are entering your chest, they are being further purified by the heart light. They're being further purified by your own heart that's incredibly powerful. They are being transmuted. They are being integrated back into your entire energy system, your cells. Your whole system is welcoming parts of it that have been fragmented, sometimes for thousands of years. When your heart finishes transmuting all of those fragments that have come home, your whole energy system is increasing in intensity. You're starting to vibrate at a faster and faster rate. And now your heart has increased power than it ever has had before. And now we are going to use this power to bring you into your sovereignty, meaning that it is time for you to stand on your own 2 feet of the powerful light worker that you are. It's time for us to come fully out of any remaining victim consciousness that we may still be a part of, believing ourselves to be weak, believing ourselves to be unworthy, believing ourselves to not, that we don't have anything good to give to others, that we don't have value to bring to the world. All of that is being healed by this enormous heart power. So I want you to slide your hands wherever they are. I want you to slide them up your stomach, and you're going to rest them in their solar plexus, the 3rd chakra, which is right below your breastbone. Right at the top of the stomach area, that's your solar plexus. Put your 2 hands there. This is your seat of sovereignty. This is your seat of personal power. Without this, you cannot stand on your own 2 feet. We're going to ask our beautiful heart to send loving, transmuting, healing energy down to the solar plexus from the heart. Do this now. Bring your heart energy into the solar plexus. 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. As your heart is pouring more energy into the solar plexus, I'm going to call on the Ascended Masters that are working with us, Metatron, Yeshua ben Joseph, and I'm going to call on higher teams now. I'm calling on angels, on archangels. I'm calling on any feminine power goddesses like a Durga, a Kali, a Bridget. We are calling on any Ascended Masters that embody power to please come and work with us. This can include power animals. You may see power animals around you. That's fine. Let all of the symbols of the universe, the archetypes of personal power, let them come to you now. Say yes. As the archetypes of personal power come to you in whatever form they come, don't worry, don't judge. Just let them come and join you. We are going to repeat some mantras to program this third chakra fully. Repeat after me, whether mentally or out loud if you can. I am powerful. I am sovereign. I stand in my power. I will no longer give my power away. I hold my power. I am worthy of my power. I stand in my sovereignty for myself, for those I love, and for the planet. I will not be swayed. And now I just want you to relax into your breathing, feel the energy in that third chakra under your hands, and just listen, receive the words that I'm going to transmit to you, both energetically and in your ears too. But receive these words, just listen with your energy system. You have always been sovereign. Always. You have always been sovereign. You just didn't know it, but now you do. You can hold your power. You can hold yourself in unity consciousness. You can move up from separation consciousness anytime you want. You can do this because you are source in a body. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am sovereign. Let those words go as deep into your genes, into your cells as you possibly can. Just breathe in. Breathe in. You may be feeling the energy circulating around now because all of the fragments that have been returned to you, they are now making themselves go through your entire body, your entire system. All of your 40 trillion cells are being inundated with new light codes and new information that has been lost to you sometimes for thousands of years. That's all come home to you. It's been healed. It's back home into your system. And now you're just going to let it circulate. I'm going to be silent for just a few seconds because I want you to get to know this energy that has been returned to you. It may feel a little unfamiliar at first because these fragments have been gone for a long time. So I want you just to feel. You can move your hands around your body if you want to. You can slide them away from your third chakra now and just let them go wherever they want to. And just sit with this energy, let it circulate, and become aware of where it goes. Take a nice deep breath, mouth breathing. The deeper the breath, the more this energy is going to penetrate further in all 40 trillion cells. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. I ask that your higher selves position themselves close to your 7th chakra. I call on your higher selves. I call on the higher selves to beam more light codes into your body to integrate with the energy that we just healed and brought in. Your higher self knows how to do this. Beam more light now, please. The more that you surrender to the process, the more that you allow it to happen, the higher the intensity of light codes that you can receive, which means that your energy ascends faster. So don't be afraid, beloveds. Say yes. Relax into the energy. Let the energy be beamed down. Don't be afraid. Open up. And now I ask that your higher self regulate this energy. Begin to bring it down nice and slowly. Your higher self is regulating that 7th crown chakra to come down a notch. Your higher self is decreasing the intensity of light coming in until your 7th chakra comes back down to its normal size. And you are left with this incredible energy that you've never had before, because you've never had all these fragments returned to you in this amount before. So feel, how do you feel? All 40 trillion cells vibrating higher energy. I'm going to call now on the anchors to disengage. The anchor from above, I ask the angels, the archangels, to disengage the anchor from above. And I ask Mother Gaia and the Earth Keepers to disengage the anchor from below. And now we're just going to sit here with our own energy, our own new energy, vibrating, pulsating. You can even see yourself glowing in some instances. Thousands and thousands of years worth of fragments have returned home to you. Let's thank the beautiful masters that have anchored this ceremony today. Yeshua ben Joseph, the holder of Christ consciousness. Metatron, the archangel of sacred geometry, and also helping to anchor Christ consciousness on the planet, unity consciousness. We thank these two ascended masters, incredible energy. We thank our angels, our archangels. We thank the elementals, the earth, Mother Gaia, plant and animal kingdoms, the earth keepers, and all of our ascended teams that were connected in this ceremony, that helped in our activation, that helped bring home parts of ourselves that had been lost. Thank you to the energy that loves us so much. Thank you to the Godhead, the unmanifest, the Creator, the source of all. Thank you to our spirit teams who help us so much we don't even know how much we are helped. Keep your eyes closed, but start to move your body slowly with your eyes closed still. Feeling this new energy in your body, it may feel a little foreign because, again, you have had these fragments separated from you, sometimes for thousands of years. So you may literally feel like a new person. You may feel a little different. That's okay initially. As these fragments integrate, they are no longer considered fragments. They are now fully integrated in your energy system. They are fully integrated. They have united with you. They are home. You are whole, beloveds. You are whole. You are not fragmented anymore. Your power is in your wholeness. Good. Move around a little bit, and when you feel ready, you can open your eyes slowly, but look down at the ground first. Just look at the ground first. And then you can bring your eyes up whenever you feel ready. Ooh. How do you feel, my beloveds? Well, that's really strong energy. Working with Metatron and Yeshua at the same time is, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's very, very powerful energy. Very, very powerful energy. Oh my God. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Oh, I can see you did. Oh, this was very, very heavy on unity consciousness. That's why Metatron, Yeshua came through. This is unity consciousness in its purest form. So you got to be in your heart, beloveds. You got to stay in your heart to integrate this one, okay? All of these soul fragments coming back. Sometimes thousands of years worth of soul fragments coming back. All right, beloveds, it was so good to connect with you. Hit me up on social media. You know, I love to hear your comments. So DM me on Instagram, hit the comments, just DM me. I love to read your DMs. And I think I've been responding to everyone, even though I get inundated. I still love responding to all of you. So hit me up on Instagram or Facebook or email. If you don't have social media, you can email me. I've been reading all of your emails, even though my assistant Amanda responds to them. I'm still reading them. So please send them over. Hit me up on Instagram. Let me know how this went for you. This is really powerful heart energy. Again, get up, do your water, drink your water. And then with this particular meditation, go around for the rest of the day and take some stock. Notice how you're feeling, because you may feel significantly different. Again, remember, we have returned thousands of years worth of fragments back into your energy system. It's incredible. It's incredible. So it may take a little bit of getting used to this energy. How does it feel to you? How does your body feel with this? Okay. So integrate this energy well, drink lots of water, rest, take it easy after the meditations. I've said this before. Don't just get up from the meditation and, continue on with your life like a regular day. No, do it slowly, okay? Integrate slowly, move slowly, drink lots of water, and DM me on Instagram. All right, beautiful souls. I will see you on social media in a little bit, because you guys have been really good about connecting with me and letting me know how these meditations go. All right, beautiful souls. I will see you next week. See ya.